talking my prayer like it up close. I bring the heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord. Yeah, I bring that bitch back to the rags to riches. I got my take up like I'm sick. Yeah. I took the decision. I made my mind up like I'm sleeping. AR-15, yeah. I caused a commotion. My chick looking miss like new potion. She got a demotion. Rub on her, I need some lotion. I stroke on her ocean slow motion. Now I'm exploding. I caused a collision. I'm too high like foreign train mission. Yeah, I'm sipping. I see your motherfucking vision. These boys keep talking that bitch and I pull up like bitches. Like, where the bread and understand that I slap on the top of my enemies. Yeah, I already said that. Halo is head, yeah, but don't take my kindness for weakness. Yeah, I get it, I got it. I'm flexible. I'm my own body. I don't need no stylist. Roll up on me and you dropping. We can do the straight head like I'm coming. I mean, hot. I got that body hot lava. It's lava. My silence a profit. Red out and stocking. Just know I've been under something. I look at you, boy. You ain't nothing. I be like, whoa. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I call it down, but it's still in me. Tool at your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. Whoa. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm like a slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring the heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord. Yeah, I bring that bitch back to the She asked me what I do, I'm always busy. I say I'm getting my weight up, obesity. She wanna come around and wanna visit. She talking through a pussy on. Listen, I'm all black. Counting racks. 223, keep that AR on my lap. I'm riding through Cracker Village full of tech. But they don't want no fucking smoke, so I'll relax. I take a nap, bitch. You looking sad. You may not see me, but my voice on every track. Just like a tag bitch. Your bitch a has been. But in the world, I stepped on her like a Mac. You dumb motherfucker.
Damn, man, we did that one.
Then come over here and talk to me like a man. No.
So I was at the traffic stop over there, and you guys are flashing light over there, so I just want to make sure you guys are good.
You've seen you guys.
Hey, so this is an illegal detainment then, because you don't have any PC to be pulling them over. Reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime or a civil infraction. You don't have any of it. I suggest you get in your cruiser and off, dude.
Okay, look.
Oh, shit. Lock the doors. This is gonna be interesting. We fell for the flashlight.
Yep, again. I didn't think they'd actually fall for this.
None too right. You got a cop over by you.
Yeah? No?
Well, you might.
You already know what it is.
I mean, you ain't gotta pay no price and buy no corners. Since when do we buy corners? We take corners. Man, you won't buy one way or another. Whether it's if the bodies we don't lost, or you're gonna lose. Time in the joint is behind us or ahead of us. I mean, you gonna get some shit in this game, but ain't shit for free. I mean, how many corners do we need? How much money can a nigga make? More than a nigga can spend. And then we ain't gonna be around to spend what we done made already. Shit, I didn't think I could be alone this long. Yeah. Well, we here.
Yeah. I know a nigga murked his own man cause he was fucking on his bitch. He got booked, now she's sick. She out here sucking all these. Told my young boy to chill cause he was hitting all these licks. Now he resisted, now we 6 feet, he was thinking with his dick. Better hearken, youngin' man, I'm dropping gems, they call me old school. Gon' fed on the gram and who you shot and who you gon' shoot. 600-page indictment, nigga, what you gon' do? Up top, what them life is, you don't fight, all you do is shoot. I know them crackers mad as hell because they wanna see us dead. Plotting all the miles, holding counsel just to stay ahead. This one was, this forever, we gon' paint them nations red. If you not under this banner, then you all just mad. Man, I'm from the trenches, they ain't know it, show us love. All we know is extensions and the way you throw a slug. We done made a move on you and we don't care who it was. On the gram, I saw my youngest send a nigga up above. You would've thought me and the squad was fatigued, how we run shit. Better yet, that's all block. Better yet, that's all strip. My general said if it's not one West, then it's not legit. Fuck every cracker, go to their grave and go and take the piss. Mama, I'm the Israelite, I'm pulling strings like Santana. Gotta keep the blitz because in that mix it get bananas. I adapted to it. Right before the skis and went bandanas. I'm the big bad wolf, come down your chinny like I'm Santa. Pussy niggas said that they was gon' slide, but they ain't do shit. Got a couple hammers in the ride, don't make me bang shit. Got a couple crackers on my mind, I'm trying to hang shit. Yeah, I'm in the field, I'm still pissed about the slave ships. GEN.YAHANNA got some big shit to make a rain flip. This pump turn you to an acrobat with these backflips. Mom said 12s ask you questions, but not say shit. Mom said those neighbors ask you questions, but not say shit. I'm true to this, ask your old head, I ain't new to this, I'm too legit. If one West world and we running this, I'm gunning it. Advise every cracker to be intelligent, irrelevant. For all them fake camps that we ain't marching with. This clip that I got like holy water, I'm trying to throw it on you. You pledge your allegiance to them snakes, they turn for you on you. Pillhead / crash dumps, I keep it real with you. You told me you don't trust none of them niggas and that's a real issue. I don't give a fuck, you wantin' beef for what you all did. That before they signed the same words that Paul said. Clip full of racist motherfuckers, it got bald heads. This shit that I got dumping in your ears like some skull heads. Why you trying to claim the same right that your man's dead? Y'all was sign lacking, main reasons why your God's dead. Always gotta keep one in the head before I go to bed. Fuck a DJ Khaled, this one West, this what God did, nigga.
One West world. Nah, we coming, nigga. Not tripping. Tighten the fuck up, you heard?
SK.
One Westboro.
Right. Everything is lawful. The pressure on, I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking. I had to 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9/11, I was in my zone. Use the argument to lose your throne. Keep that shit cool, ain't no running up. Hold this shit down, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? Nigga, you drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of niggas, so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason up going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westward, no way around it. Shit heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a talent. Nigga, the minute I'm killing this shit. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. Now you hate it, don't even matter. New pay, still the same time.
So just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem. Because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away, you're gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
Seeing if you're gonna step up in it, or you're gonna run away.
Stick to the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm winning up. One of the greatest is no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, fuck it, it made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you niggas loyal? We giving up game, they fumbling plays. I'm tired of talking, I'm racked out. Before that we started, they tapped out. I jumped in my duffel and blacked out. What you witnessing is elevation. Boy, roll to my destination. Fuck the haters, it's a celebration. And I put that on my reputation. When the fall, this is a demonstration. Niggas sick and I know they hate it. One Westworld every season. Hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against us, you won't see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. Beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making the killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running. Let's get to the business. I'm still playing my post. Taking the rim like Jesus. Don't run with too many people. I don't feel none of us equal. None of us equal.
And there are some brothers and sisters that know that so much, they would never leave it. They would never abandon it. Since you have to stay alive here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away, you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
They're one West.
You are now tuned in to the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA. We the watchmen over our people. You understand? We taking over every block, every radio station, every social media platform. Black Watch.
Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still UPK, still undefeated. Still one West, still keep the heat up. Still in the streets, still on the block. My people need healing, priests and prophets, bring it out. Black Watch. The white man is the devil, drop dead and kick rocks. Blood of an Israelite, this for the 12 tribes. I'm a soldier, motherfucker, so I'm ready to fly. Cause the line play with your life. Now who they talking about that UPK? Long beards and them niggas with them boots and braids. Raising up the children of Israel every goddamn day. Warfare, angry black man was raised. UPK, motherfucker. Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out.
Still in the hood, in the field, in the street, still trying to wake our people up, even though they sleep. We the sheep being led astray by these wicked bastards. Whitey the devil push their agenda through these Christian pastors. Throw us in the ghettos, we adapt to that. Fuck them 40 acres in the mule, they can have it back. UPK soldiers on the rise and we ain't having that. In the kingdom we gon' rule the earth, just imagine that. Fuck Obama, fuck Trump and fuck Biden. The righteous and wicked forever colliding, it will not stop. And when we get the order, then we riding. When the warlords come outside, them devils hiding. Nigga, Black Watch.
Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still in the hood with the ox. Setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, Black Watch. UPK, them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out.
Young Billy.
Black Watch.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is it effective? If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but their question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raise up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jake when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
When you look at life, there's only one truth, not multiple truths. That means truth ain't even true. You understand? And what is that truth? That the lost 12 tribes of Israel shall reign on earth, man. You understand me? We need hope, and we got it. Let's go.
When the warriors come out, endure to the end just for the.
I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General Yahanna, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Yeah. What's going on, Israel? ISUPK.com is the website. I'm Commanding General Yahanna. You holding it down with us on the blackwatch.news every week like we do. Got the heavy hitters in the building with me. General Muhammad, General Ma'aka, General Hazayan, and Officer Marah and his whole squad, including Yadiah, throwing it down, man, every week like we do, man. You know we bring you all the latest and everything happening. This don't need no introduction. Y'all already know what it is. We the tip of the spear on dropping this knowledge and this truth all over this planet. So we got some stories we're going to get into tonight. You know what I'm saying? Post Passover, which was insane. Okay. Rocked the whole Raleigh out, blew out the convention center, did all the things that Israel does, man. Everybody holding it down, doing it great. Big shout out to everybody doing their thing. Brothers going to the Caribbean, brothers going to the islands, brothers going to Central South America. Big shout out to Parashat doing it up over there in London, England, and all his squad and all them brothers over there doing their thing. And of course, all these powerhouse camps that we got going on here on this side. We the future, man. This kingdom is falling, and it's falling fast. You know what I'm saying? Just like the song said, to never rise again. That's right. That's how we doing it. So where we going first? You die. Hit me.
Egyptian lawyer sues Netflix for casting black woman as Cleopatra.
Let me tell you something. This is becoming a big deal. And the reason this is becoming a big deal, because just like, get me that scripture in the meantime. Somebody grab that scripture that says all faces shall gather blackness. Like what you see going on right now is that every nation is trying to identify themselves. And many of the nations don't want it revealed about us. They don't want that revealed. They mad that the Egyptians are mad because the Egyptians living in Egypt are not Africans. Those are Arabs. Arabs that conquered that land during the time of Muhammad and then again during the Ottoman Empire. That's why they all Muslims. They all Muslims. Egypt was never a Muslim land. When have you ever known Egypt to be the land of Islam? Egypt became a tributary, man, to Islam. And the Arabs ruled that land. That's who's down there now. You want to know where the real Egyptians is at? Them ones fighting down there in the Sudan. In that war, those are Egyptians. Them ones in the north. And when I was over there, I saw it too. If you go to Egypt and you in the north, you see nothing but Arabs claiming to be Egyptians. But if you go way down in the south, it's a whole nother, well, they call it the north. But it's northern Egypt, but it's really the south side of the country. You go down that side and you see nothing but Africans down there, okay? That stretch all the way into the Sudan and further. That's where the real Egyptians fled to when the Arabs came across into Egypt and started taking over that land. And they've been holding it down ever since. And they've been hiding the truth ever since. They've been hiding the truth. See, that's why all this that's happening is about to get beautiful. The truth is about to come all the way out. I'm coming right back. I'm going to divert for a second. First of all, let's break it down. Why wouldn't Egypt reveal the truth that the slaves, that the Jews are black? Because it doesn't help. It doesn't help their Islamic belief. They can't show that slavery really existed. They can't show that the Jews were black, because then the question will be, where are the real Jews then? And then you know what, they're going to find out that they brought them over here. So they denying the fact that the Jews was in Egypt. And so is the so-called Jew. They all denying it. Why? Because they don't want it to come to the surface, man. They don't want it to come out that we are the real Jews. So them Arabs now, but that's why war is coming. The Most High cleanses with war. And this war that's coming, a lot of them governments going to fall. And as them governments fall, brother, TikTok about to blow up with all the information that they've been hiding in these countries for years and years and years. There's tons of people that got the information. And to make some money off of it, they're going to bring the information out. So let's go and check out this lawsuit. Come on with it. Come strong. Give me the story. I'll come to the scripture in a second.
The Egyptian lawsuit states that most of what Netflix platform displays do not conform to Islamic and social values.
Now, he didn't say does not conform to Egyptian values. He said Islamic values. Since when was Egypt an Islamic country? First of all, when you go back and check the history on Egypt, Egypt was like America. It had 100 gods. They had the baboon god, the scarab god, the alligator god. They had the Ra god. They had Isis as a god. They had 1 million gods in Egypt. Let me tell you something. When you was in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, let's say you got called into court, right? Like you get a court case. You got called into court. You was allowed to bring a small statue of your God with you. That's how they had it in Egypt. You would bring your God with you to court. And when you had to testify, you put your God down on the mantle. And then you would testify. And then when your testimony was over, you pick up your God and you roll out. America's the same thing. What do America do? Everybody got on crosses. Everybody got on onyxes. Everybody got on crescents. And now Hebrews got on their shields, bringing it out. So America's the same way. That's how it was in ancient Egypt. And tons of black people worship the baboon god. That little baboon sitting down. That's what we used to worship when we was in Egypt. Before Moses came and cleared our simple behinds up, we worship a little baboon god. But that shouldn't shock you. Why? It shouldn't shock you because in America, we worshiping every heathen's god. Not knowing who we are, worshiping every heathen's god that come along. So, you understand? That shouldn't be no surprise. So go ahead. So now, wait a minute. Last point. You telling me now, y'all, Netflix got to conform Egypt present representation to Islamic ways of life when they never even worked. First of all, Islam wasn't around till 600 AD. Egypt was 4,000 BC. Okay, we talking 4,200 years and 600 on the AD side. So you talking almost 5,000 years. And all of a sudden they got it represented as Islam. BS. Give me more.
Kind of one con, sir. Lawyer Mohammed Al-Semari filed the lawsuit with a public prosecutor with the intention of having Netflix banned in Egypt for what he claimed was a distortion in history.
You see that? A distortion in history? How in the hell could it be a distortion in history when all you got to do, you in Egypt, dummy, go down to the goddamn temple. Go to Abu Simbel. Go down to Thebes. Go to the Cairo Museum. Go to any one of them damn places. And all you got to do is look at the archaeology on the wall. Brothers with braids, sisters with braids. First of all, nobody wear braids like we do. Right. And you go and look at them Egyptian tombs, they full of brothers and sisters with braids. And if you look at them tombs well, you could see the big shout out to the Bar Mob. I just had to say that. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the Bar Mob, man. If you go, and every brother should put this in his repertoire, I'm telling you, the Lord want this thing brought out. That's why we start making them signs about it, about Egypt. Everybody need to know that we were the slaves in Egypt and nobody else, and it is not our culture. That's the culture of some Africans that enslaved us. Big shout out to Captain Tazar Yacht, Captain Katazar. Oh man, they becoming I.S.U.P.K icons in a way. Yeah, man, you know I bigs up all the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Them cats out, they brutalized the conscious community because they was able to put it in their mouth. How you gonna worship Egypt and you not an Egyptian? You faking. You gonna put on an Egyptian garment? You gonna put on, what is that thing called? What you call it? The bush? What you call that thing? You got a name for that. You said it last week. You called the ponytail, the package, or something. He called the bundle. Something. The bundle. The bundle. You're gonna put the bundle. You're gonna shave your head bald, which is an abomination to the Lord to just shave, and then you're gonna throw the bundle on your head to try to look like a man that you not. And not just you, but everybody that's walking around with that. You don't even know what the Ankh is about. So you off right there. Y'all chime in anytime you get ready, because this is my wheelhouse. This right here. You trying to steal our culture. You go and look at them tombs, those is brothers, man. All up on the sisters, all up on that tomb. You know what I'm saying? When Ariel pulled that out even before the so-called Jew out, he pulled that magazine out and bust that magazine out. He broke up. I mean, we battling. They circling up. They coming back. Boom, boom, boom. How you gonna be a Jew? You don't understand the Talmud. How you interpret? Because they big thing was how you interpret what a booth is. You understand? They was like, how you gonna interpret what a booth is? You need the Talmud because you can't interpret what a booth is. And Ariel was like, first of all, there's no specifications for a booth. It's like a tent, a hut. You can make it any size or shape you want, long as you out in them woods and out your house, and it's made out in the nature. That's what the scriptures say. You ain't got to measure it off with specifics. It's not made to be that way. They was battling back and forth. Bah, 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 bah. They coming with stuff, trying to come with stuff. Pah! He bust the book out. Brother, I saw it. I saw this. I lived it. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Till you put me in the grave, you can't tell me nothing. I was there. I saw it. He put that book out. It broke them. They went, and they start questioning biblical confusion. They start questioning their rabbis because you see it's nothing but brothers in that magazine. Nothing but black people on them tombs. It broke them. And they knew that they was done. They knew that their religion was a lie. That moment. And now the Egyptians want to make Egypt an Islamic thing. Since they've been ruling the country. This is a joke. It's a joke. And black people, we over here, lost as we could possibly be, trying to make another man's culture our culture. And if I could, last point, I'm going to get up off of y'all. Here's what's so sad about it. What's so sad about it is that the Egyptian culture was a culture of enslavement. That's what the Egyptians did. Not just in Egypt, in the Sinai, in Babylon, in Israel, in so-called Canaan, all of that land. The Egyptians ruled all of that land and enslaved and extorted people from all that land. That's how they became rich and powerful, by enslaving people. And you would think that black people would not want to identify with a culture that enslaves people, seeing that you came out of slavery. Now, here's the big boy one that don't nobody want to walk to. America is mimicking Egypt. All you got to do is take 10 minutes of studying of Masonic rule. The Masons studied Egypt. That's why they called themselves the builders. That's why their symbol is what is that thing called?
Square.
Right, the square and the compass. Mm-hmm. They use those things to build. Those are builders' tools. That's why they created trades like the cement trade, the carpentry trade, the electrician trade. Those were secret teachings in ancient Egypt. What you call a trade today was a secret teaching in ancient Egypt. The common man didn't know that stuff, and they would only teach it with each other. And it's the same way today. If your father's a carpenter, they teach his son to be a carpenter. Your father's a cement man, they teach his son. But now, because the white man is such a greedy bastard, he broke all that up. He came out with Home Depot and Lowe's and messed all y'all societies up.
All the money.
Now a bitch 5'2" with a big ass job. That bitch up in there redoing her whole house on fucking YouTube, painting shit, changing bricks and shit. You all fucked up. Excuse my friend. Contract is jammed up because that was like some secret society stuff, but not anymore. And so you trying to change that culture. We got our culture, man. Listen, it's simple to put two and two together. Here's what it is. You got black people in America that don't know who they are. And you got the greatest bunch of black people who had no identity when they were enslaved in Egypt. Put two and two together, man. The word Hyksos means shepherd king. And what were we? What did Christ refer to us as? Sheep, shepherds. You understand? What was Abraham in them? Shepherds. That's who we are. They called us the shepherd kings, man. And that was really a derogatory term. That was like nigger. Mm-hmm. Because tending to animals was just like it is today. You work on a farm, they consider that a dirty job, a sloppy job. Well, guess what? In ancient Egypt, with all their poshness, they considered a man that sheared sheep or took care of sheep, they considered him a poor man or a lowly man, an unskilled man. So that's why, once again, Joseph, being a damn genius, told us, when they ask you who you are, tell them you are sheep herders, because they don't like sheep herders, man. They consider them, you like ghetto. So when they were calling us Hyksos, they was calling us ghetto. Come on, General.
I'll just back you up with some
facts.
facts. The word village, villager, civilian, and villain. Because rich, posh people considered villagers, farmers, to be so low class that eventually that's where the term villain came from.
That's it.
Villager, civilian.
Yeah.
Because they were lowly people. They were the grummy, dirty people that committed crime.
That's it. That's it. You're right. And so that's what they looked at us. Meanwhile, we was the greatest people in the world, still the greatest people in the world, greatest people in the world right now. So how the hell they gonna, there you go. How the hell they gonna come out? Look how we used to rock them beards just like today. You got to shape up, hell. Now tell me, what other culture on the earth gets to shape up but us? None. None. That was us, Ock. That was us. Go ahead, Ock. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And them gazelles, those are deer. Those are really deer. We used to eat them deers, man. That ram's horn, this ram's horn right here, let me tell you something, man. Let me put you up on it. Go pull that picture back up again if you could, Ock. You see this ram's horn? This is, go back, slide back on the picture to the one before him. Can you, yeah, you see that right there? That's what this is. Wow. That come off of that exact same animal. Look at the animal. Look, I'm going to show it to you exactly. Look at the horn. Look at his horn. Now look at how I got this. Go back to it if you could. Oh, Salaki, can you get it on camera? Oh, yeah. Look at this horn and look at that picture. That's the exact same horn, nigga. Right, sir. You the Israelites. Don't tell me nothing. Now, they tell you that's a painting of the Hyksos. He carrying a deer, a gazelle, a ram, exactly with the same horn I got in my hand. That's where it comes from.
That's right, General.
You know what I'm saying? So damn that, brother. That's who we are. And brother, that's, to me, that never gets old. And it should never get old to nobody. You know why? Because there's a young brother out there that need to learn that.
That's right, sir.
There's a young brother that needed. I know when Ariat broke that shit down to me, as a young man, oh man, I came in the truth. I done came in the truth 2 or 3 times since I came in the truth. I was already in the truth, came in the truth again. I'm coming in here. I'm already in here talking about, yeah, I'm joining up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how powerful your history is when you don't have it and you want to know what it is. Come on, man. I ain't listening to none of that garbage out there. So again, big shout out to Tazariah, Captain Katazar. You know what I'm saying? Broke down that whole consciousness. And everybody else too that helped them soccer war. All the brothers from around the country that threw it down and helped add, of course, the generals and so forth and so on, man. I ain't mean to hog it up. Come on with it.
Come on, General. Brief thing that I prayed, I know it won't work.
Go ahead.
But I prayed this ends the debate about Islam being a black religion.
Right.
I finally. Now, I know it ain't going to work. Okay. Right. But here are the leaders of Islam in Egypt.
Yes.
Saying that it goes against Islamic tradition and law to make Cleopatra black.
That's racist.
Which would mean Islam is not a black religion, because if you went and made Jesus Christ black and tried to film a movie, there would be protests. Yes. Because Christians would burn down the place. If I have a second, I'll just pull up any story where somebody tried to have a black Jesus in some play or a movie, and the place got death threats and bomb threats.
Listen, some cats just decided to put it in a music video.
Shut up.
And they caught hell for trying to make Jesus black in a damn music video.
And it's just a
just a rapper.
It's gonna make
I think Nas did it one time. Caught damn near ended his career.
Yeah. And now this is in Egypt.
Yeah.
This is in Matinyetta. What's the Tazaria taught me? Where do they call Egypt? Kemet.
Kemet.
This is in Kemet.
Listen, but wait a minute, Muhammad.
Please, sir.
Let's don't let them get away with Kemet. Let's take it back to their biblical name. Mizraim.
Mizraim.
Give it to him. You ain't running under that Kemet shit. You Mizraim, nigga. Son of Ham, nigga. You ain't, that's who y'all are. You ain't, come on. Yeah, you right. Ain't, don't even give them that. You right. Giving them some honor. I see you have mercy on them. You give them a little honor, a little dignity. No, nigga, you Mizraim, okay? Second son of Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably 96 years before the flood. And the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro, nigga. Okay. Come on, man. Don't listen. Don't play in that place with us. Not in UPK. Don't play with that. Okay? Stealing culture, because that's heavy. Because at the Passover, big shout out to Mashak Mayum and his team too. Because at the Passover, they played a tape of Ariel where he was on that talk show where he said, you ain't supposed to take a man's marker out of the ground and move it somewhere else and put your name. He said that in that tape. Okay? He brought that out, and that's a true statement. Yeah. They want to move markers now. Don't nobody want to recognize that the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's right.
And listen, and definitely they don't want to bring Judah on through. Like Judah is shining above the rest of the planet. And they do not want that coming out at all. But you know what? It's going to happen because they're going to go to war. They're going to destroy these governments. Economies are going to crash over this money change stuff. They're going to extort and overthrow because of everything that's going on. And in the midst of all of that, all of the stuff they've been hiding is going to come out. Wait till they crack open Saudi Arabia and see everything they got hiding over there. Them Midianites, man, was hiding everything over there. All of that's getting ready to come out, man. And it's a beautiful thing to own your culture back. You walking around in America, everybody celebrating their culture. Everybody having parades for their culture, wearing certain colors for their culture, talking about their history, bringing out their food from their culture, opening up restaurants of their culture. The Africans too. You go right now to DC, full of Ethiopian restaurants. Oh, you got to try Ethiopia. No, I don't. No, I don't got to try no damn Ethiopian food. That's right. You understand? Like, ain't nobody trying to go over there to eat no Ethiopian food. They bringing that mess over here. So I don't need to try no Ethiopian food. You understand? A ton of that, man. A ton of that, giving us everybody's identity. Listen, I told you, I say it every week. The Lord know he done got me jealous. I'm a jealous ass nigga when it comes to these 12 tribes. I cannot stand these other nations getting over the top. Okay, if you know what it's like, I'm gonna hit you what it's like. You know what it's like? Y'all saw the fight last night, right? Everybody saw the fight, right? Now you saw, what's the Jake's name? Tank. You saw a Tank hit him with a body shot, right? And he dropped him, right? Now, what if they got up and got before the referee, like after that, and what if they said, and the winner is Garcia? Everybody would have been messed up. They'd have been fucked up, right or wrong. Well, that's what's happening to you every day. Every day, somebody raising a hand for somebody else for what you did. Right. You the one that won the battle. You the one got chosen by the Lord. You the one that came from the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But meanwhile, somebody else throwing their hand up like you. That's what they did in Raleigh. So-called Jew gonna throw his hand up like he the man. You know what I'm saying? Mad at us because we take on our identity. That's right. How we get up in here, we did this, trying to accuse us of stuff. Make us look bad. Like, you'll be mad. Imagine if you was a young boy and you went and trained to be a fighter your whole life. I watched this happen when I was doing martial arts and doing wrestling in school. I watched this happen many days. Many days we'd go fight another team that was all white, Far Rockaway, them places y'all might not know about in New York, out in Staten Island and all that. And we all black, Latinos. On our team, they all white. You understand? We go up in there, we bad as shit. We dousing these niggas every round. We taking these niggas down. If it's close, they giving it to the white boy. We like, it be close. They giving it to him. It don't be a pin. It don't even be points. They giving it to the nigga anyway. Slack here, y'all. Let me get some napkins back here, y'all. Like they giving it to him anyway. When it don't even be close. After a while, man, you be pissed off. You be like, look at this, man. They robbing. And brothers who worked hard. Them brothers train you in the middle of the hood. They out in there in the woods training, running. Y'all know we got wrestler up in there, right? You do wrestling and martial arts, right? Don't you? Yeah, we got a brother in here that know about that stuff. I know mine and know my y'all know about that. Like you training all this time, you training every day, sucking weight, all that, and you get in the ring. White boy might be good. There's some good white boys out there, got good trainers. And you go up in there and battle this white boy, you beating him, you know you beating him, you understand, but it's close. He getting it before you getting chumped in front of them. Well, that's what's happening to our life in this place, and we got to change that, man.
That's right. That's right.
We got to stop taking the damn L. We got an identity, man. And we better protect that identity with everything we got. We better be full frontal assault 100% on this truth, or we ain't gonna have shit. You're gonna be a crackhead in the ghetto, nigga, or you're gonna be a goddamn man and stand up for your identity. One of the two, because you ain't got no middle choice. All you middle choice niggas that think you can go out there and be whatever you want to be, you a damn fool. Because this man controlling this empire. And his plan for you is to use you up and throw you away. And only coming into the body of Christ do you break that. Be a goddamn man, man. How you gonna walk around in the earth, Muhammad, with no culture, my eye? You ain't got no culture. You a nigga with no identity. I'm not doing that, man. No, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Big shout out to all of them cats in Harlem, man, that raised me up. Big shout out to all of them, man. You understand? They used to tell you, man, I be sitting in the restaurant with Mo. Mo turned to me and say, Johanna, man, what you gonna do with no identity, man? You ain't got, who are you, nigga? Mo used to mess with me like that. Mo used to turn to me, I was young and shy. I was like, I'm an Israelite. Man, you sure, nigga? You an Israelite? Yes, sir, I am. I'm gonna stand on it too. Mo used to mess with me like I was young, you know. But that was true. To do this, man. Salakia. So let's finish that. Finish that with this Egyptian cat said. Yeah, give me that scripture, and then we'll pretty much wrap up. You got it.
Connor Wakan, sir. Connor Wakan, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 6. Before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness.
You hear that? It's gonna be pain. And all faces are gonna gather blackness, man. Y'all come in anytime, y'all get ready.
So I got a question, sir.
Come.
I want to know what the conscious community got to say about this shit here. They howling about Egypt. The cat just said they wrong on a history of facts. Where they at talking shit now?
Excuse
me.
me.
They trying to come at us all the time. Now, how come we ain't coming at Muhammad Abdul Sabir for what he just said against what you pushing all the time? Where y'all at? You so busy trying to come at us all the damn time and trying to keep coming at the Zaryak, and he keep questioning every damn thing. Now what you got to say? The Lord put it right in your face. Like he put it right in your face for the whole earth to see. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna say?
I don't want to keep talking, but I could add some insult to injury if you'd like.
Yes, sir.
I could put some insult to injury if you like.
They deserve it because of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They've been proved wrong so many times. Mm-hmm. Now the Lord has flipped it and gave the people in that country to insult them even more. We should. You ain't getting it.
And if I could, just to add insult to injury, the entire conscious community, man, is built on two scholars, Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark. Those are the two scholars that pretty much laid out the conscious community. Now, here's the sad part about it, and this is how you know you the chosen people of God. Both of them are Africans. None of them are you. They just been here a long time, so they speak good English. But Professor Clark and and then here's the sadder part. All of you niggas calling yourself doctors is all liars. Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark was really the only two doctors you had. Even Dr. Sabi. Y'all calling him a doctor too. And Dr. Sabi, by the way, was a Christian nigga. Y'all acting like Dr. Sabi was a conscious nigga. That nigga was a Christian. Okay? He quoted scriptures. Okay? Now, as far as his herb thing, I don't know. He might have been real good. A lot of people say his methods and techniques are second to none. I don't know. I'm not an herbologist. But I know the Bible. And I know that that man was quoting scriptures. She ain't quote a damn thing in Kemet. Not once. Ever. Okay? He quoted them scripts. And so the sad part is you got a whole religion, a whole movement, a whole bunch of ankh-wearing niggas running around like you got consciousness, and you got it from two Africans in the 70s that led all you niggas into blindness. And that's why you mad with us. And listen, and Islam too, because Islam in the 60s, okay, Elijah Muhammad and them Muslims went to town on destroying the idea that the Jews are black. You understand? Now, I wasn't there, but the brothers used to tell me, they taught them brothers to loathe the so-called Jew. And then when they found out the blacks was Jews, they taught them to hate them too. That's why a lot of you Muslims can't stand Israelites, because you've been taught that. First of all, nigga, you wearing clothing of an Arab. That part there, y'all bug me out when I see you. You bug me out. Because that's like me going to China and putting on a Chinese outfit, learning how to speak Chinese, and trying to be a Chinese man. That's like nutty nut. You know what I mean? Something wrong with me. I got a self-esteem problem. I got a self-identity issue because I'm trying to be a man that I'm not. Here's the sad part. It's in the scriptures. After we sinned, we turned around and put on the cultures of the other nations. Am I lying? Right. We put on the cultures of the other nations. So what are you talking about, dog? What are you talking about? You understand? You off in what you saying. And you need to get back on, man. You understand? Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, they brought forth that whole conscious community. And that's why, once again, in 1969, or whatever year it was, Life magazine came out with that magazine. And it was only Chief Ariel that brought that magazine out. Y'all ain't know nothing about Kemet. Before 1971, ain't nobody know nothing about Kemet. You ain't know what Kemet was. You didn't know nothing about Kemet. You didn't know what an Ankh was until they start taking you Negroes over there and giving you a tour of Egypt. I ain't gonna beat you like a dead horse because Tazariak and Katas have already beat the brakes off you. I'm just throwing a little dirt on your coffin. Just make sure you don't rise from the dead, nigga. Because you's a bunch of dead worshiping, wake up from the dead bones worshiping niggas.
That old Kemet garbage fell anyway, and now Ghana is taking all the money.
Ghana getting
the Egypt money now. Once Mubarak died, that was it for Egypt. Nobody gives a damn about Egypt anymore. Ghana is getting all of the conscious community money now. Now, everyone that was saying, go to Kemet, go to Egypt, they're done with Kemet. They don't care about Egypt. Now, Ghana is getting the black dollar now. Some other country will be next.
And the Egyptians don't want you. They suing Netflix so that Netflix will not put movies on that show Egyptians as black people. Yeah. Hilarious. In Africa, a country in Africa is saying, don't put no niggas on the screen as us.
And saying it's anti-Islam.
Yes.
Anti-Islam.
Come on, General.
For them to be black.
Nail it.
Like, I don't know how you can stomach being a Muslim.
Right.
You must have whatever is in you. It must be the same thing that's in a black Christian. And that you stomach a religion that doesn't want you in the religion.
Right. And listen, I'm gonna come to you now, but you know, once again, the Most High make me like I'm a jealous nigga. I'm telling you now, because I am not going to no heathen. Listen, when you get a chance, go read the story of Elisha and the Syrian who had the leprosy. Remember the story of the Syrian who had the leprosy? He had to come down to Elisha, and Elisha he told him to go wash in the Jordan 3 times. That bastard didn't want to wash in the Jordan. That's how much he loved this culture. He said, damn that. He said, the rivers are better in Syria. Why do I got to wash in that river? It was his servant that had to beg him and say, Lord, if he had said, give me this and give me that, you would have did it. But he said, just wash in the river. He had to tell that repugnant, proud-ass heathen, look, go wash your ass in that river so you could get healed. And he did it and got healed and had to recognize the Most High as the power. Now, listen, if that bastard could be that arrogant about the rivers of Syria, why the hell I got to bow my head after 400 years of serving every nation on this earth? I got to bow my head to another nation's God for me to find my way to God? Damn that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You can keep all them gods. If it ain't the nigga God, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Damn that up. Come on with it, y'all. So lock it. We got more on this.
I want to know if they're going to have an Islam and Kemet battle now. That's what I'm looking for. You call the Zaryak every day for a battle. Call a Muslim imam now to battle and see if he's right on what he said about y'all.
Because you can't deny it. You can't deny that Islam is the culture of the Arabs. He just said it. He said making an Egyptian movie with black people is equivalent to disrespecting the culture of Islam. So now you figure that out. You figure that out. The day gonna come, I'm telling you now anyway, whether you want to hear it or like it or not, I don't give a damn. Let me tell you straight up, okay? God, the most high power, gonna make you give up them other gods. That's why he took us out in that desert and told our ass, thou shalt have no other powers before me. And niggas died that put another God before him. Cats that put another God before him after that, they ended up dead. Because he said, don't put no other God. And why? Because ain't no other God saving you.
That's right.
When did the Egyptians break you? When did the Egyptians say, we announcing a new investment corporation for inner city blacks who worship Kemet to invest in our corporation? We're going to make you money because we got oil wells over here selling all the oil to the white man. Y'all come on and get some of this money. Have they did that? Hell no, they ain't did that. They selling you their oils. Once again, big shout out to Captain Tazaryak. Captain Tazaryak rock his own damn oils. Y'all got to get the Medina oils from them Arabs. Captain Tazaryak got his own oils and better than theirs anyway. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna give you the green neck and all that. Ain't gonna turn your jewelry brown and all that. He got the good stuff. You understand? More flavors than they got. They ain't doing that. I remember, listen, I was there coming up back in the day. That's why we got oil tables. Because coming up back in the day, every brother that was in the religion of Islam, that was poor as hell, you know what I'm talking about, huh? Did he not have a satchel on his shoulder, walking around, going to every barber shop and beauty salon? Got oils, man. Got oil. 1 for $3, 2 for $5. Got oils. Got oil. Brothers who already was poor, who already was suffering, had to go around selling their oils, restocking from them, building up their culture. Now they got mosque and all that. And the mosque is segregated. The mosque ain't integrated. You ain't going to a mosque and there's white Muslims, Arab Muslims, African Muslims, black Muslims, East Indian Muslims. You ain't seeing that, right or wrong. You go to the mosque, it's either the Arab mosque or the East Indian mosque. If it's a raggedy mosque, that's the nigger mosque. Yeah. Everybody know. They segregate. So don't gas me up. I'm not doing that with your God. I'm not doing it. Don't gas me up. Go ahead, you die, please.
If I may, sir, what you bringing out is just so heavy. I was listening to Captain Tazaryak today, and he was talking about Rob Bourne. I used to be a 5%er myself before I came into truth.
Yeah.
And they follow after Elijah, Muhammad, all that garbage. And all I can think about is you saying with that segregation, 5%ers in the Nation of Islam, they got the white man in there with Ron L. Hubbard and Scientology.
I ain't even go there. I ain't even think about that. I ain't even think about that. You right. Like I'm talking about something that ain't even real.
That stuff is gone.
Like L. Ron Hubbard was a sci-fi writer. That bastard was a sci-fi writer. He used to write sci-fi stories. He used to make books about sci-fi, came up with a religion and got rich. And now all this worship of Allah, the Mecca, the great understanding, and you down there in L. Ron Hubbard shit.
Like I said,
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know why I'm here. I should have stayed on. Like, I don't even know why I came in tonight. Like, what am I even talking about?
I was telling brothers the other day, this is from my 90s speaking.
God.
This is Islam is over.
Yeah, God.
Islam is like a dog and nobody give a damn about it. It's just, they lost to Christianity. I think when?
Yeah.
When did they lose? I don't know.
I think the 90s.
The 90s sounds
The
right.
90s,
They lost.
the 90s, they was teetered.
Yeah.
The 80s, they was living.
Oh, they was strong.
They was strong in the 80s. The 90s came, them Christians, that tail in that church, boy. That's you gotta conquer that tail. That tail came in there, boy, and broke them suits down. Them brothers got out of them hot suits.
That's it. And now Christianity is losing.
Now
and you know who's next?
God.
Like, you know, Christianity is about to fall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But they beat Islam a while ago, and now Christianity is about to fall.
They about to go. And you know why they going, right? Because the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That's right. You understand? And once again, if a last point, and I'm going to get up off and unless y'all want to say something, is that's why this job is so honorable, man. To give a brother some clarity, man. To give a brother, I always remember that coming up. I'm coming out of the Bronx, man, in the project. You know, they poor, ignorant as hell, don't know what's going on. I come down, man, and talk to these brothers in Harlem, and they didn't gas me up. They gave me the straight up, this is what this is. Here's the proof of it. This is what you're dealing with. And they did that, man, and it was right. And the same thing we do now, that's our tradition in here, man. You understand? Like, we ain't here to abuse you and use you. We here to give you what you need, man, to be a man of God and a woman of God. And let me tell you something, man. To do that is so honorable. It's such a thing that we need as a brothers and sisters, as a people in all the tribe. And it's honorable to do that, man. I live for it every day. I live to see brothers get helped, brothers get supported. You understand? Big shout out to everybody, man. I got so many calls about the Black Party. Listen, y'all think y'all was honored calling me like Gen.YAHANNA, man. I appreciate it. You don't understand. I was honored to do it for you because y'all are the prophets of God. You understand? I was honored. Big shout out to Ty Ward. Big shout out to all the brothers, man. Kad Abraham, all you heavy hitters from the West Coast. You understand? Like it was my pleasure. It was my pleasure to do something for these brothers and sisters in Israel, and I want to do more. I'm praying the Lord give me the ability to do more because you deserve it. Your mind is clear. The knowledge is in you. Your identity is back. You ain't got to bow to no other nation. You ain't got to walk around, trying to deliver some other nations. Even today, I walk up in some of these stores, man, and businesses and deal with them, man, and I see our brothers, man, and they humble themselves. Some other heathen or some other nonsense. You got that up? Some other nonsense, you understand? We got to humble ourselves up under them, and that's only because we destroy. The stronger the Lord make us, the more we're not going to have to do that. You understand? And I'm too jealous, man, to allow you to be caught up under them other nations. Even Esau selling his dope, you understand, doing the evil things that he wants you to do, man. I'm jealous over it, man. I'm jealous over it. You too much of a prince and a king in these 12 tribes to be up under that garbage, man. You understand? Every other nation could stand on their feet. Every other nation could have their gods, Muhammad. Every other nation could have their culture, have their language. Everybody can have that. But not you. You got to get up under somebody. You too proud. Get underneath another nation. No, damn that. I'm going to be proud.
That's right, sir.
I'm going to be proud. I'm going to love my culture, my identity. I don't care who trying to steal it.
That's
who
right.
trying to plagiarize it. Who trying to say it's them and not me. You understand? The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the work. You going to see what it is. I'm going to get up off it. Salaga, y'all. I'm hogging up the show. Salaga. Let's keep it going.
Come on, man.
CNN blamed Don Lemon for an inaccurate claim about his firing.
Go ahead.
CNN accused Don Lemon of lying on Monday after the fired anchor claimed that none of the network's top brass reached out to him that he was out of a job.
First of all, this faggot was as proud as he could be. First of all, you got to be a psychotic nigga to be gay. Number one.
That's
I'm
enough.
just being straight
That's
up.
enough.
So the diet done stopped trying to put me on TikTok.
Turn the TikTok off.
He don't even bring the. Oh yeah, he's like
turn it off.
The diet try every week. That shit get cut off. Like Salaki, you know what I mean? You got to be a psychotic nigga first of all to be gay, okay? Because you don't know that you damaged. Then you got to be a real psychotic nigga to be gay and be going with a white man. Like what man, after 400 years of slavery, voluntarily bends over for a white man? Jesus Christ. Like, oh, now y'all understand what I'm saying. I see y'all get me now. Like, I don't know what man can do that. They might cut my channel off. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck. Excuse my French. But that you got to be a certain human being to do that. Now, on top of that, he's a proud ass bastard. That's an old proud faggot. Like a lot of you homosexuals are, because you have an extreme low self-esteem problem because you've been violated into that world. And because of it, you don't never feel whole. That's why the Lord said in the scriptures, once again, Brakatha Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because the Lord said in the scriptures that when a man rape a woman, it is as if he committed a murder, because you destroy that sister when you take her by force. You destroy her soul. Well, guess what? You molest a child, you're going to destroy that child's soul. That's what you're going to do. And these brothers that's caught up into that world, that's what has happened to them, man. A lot of brothers done fought their way back to the world and became a man again, or never went into that world. But the majority of brothers that done been through that, man, they are horribly damaged. It says it's like you murdered them. It's like you took their spirit from them. And this cat here went all the way into it. And that's why we resist that homosexual life, because you going into it, after you've been molested, you going into it like it's right, and then you got to fight for it. And Esau, your slave master, who's just trying to make money off of you, he gassed you up to fight for them rights. Fight for these rights. Fight to have your rod cut off. And all of that. He gassed you up and make you think this is something you got to fight for, and it's evil as hell. And so this proud ass gay man who CNN got the nerve to act like he's so wrong, when CNN knew that they was getting ready to represent the world for 20 years with a sissy. They was getting ready to represent the black community for 20 damn years with a sissy. And then expect the black community to love them so much. Remember, we went and checked the survey. Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
We went and checked the survey, and they said out of every culture in the world, they said black Americans are the most anti-homosexual out of every culture in the world. Okay? They did a survey out.
That's right.
Black people in America in the 80s was the most anti-gay. Forget about them Benjamites. The Benjamites will chop your arm off. They will kill you out there with them. Yeah. Okay? I was down there in the 90s. I was in Jamaica in the 90s, brother. When Buju Banton came on with that song, nigga, you saw the cutlass blades come out. The blade sitting up on the hip like boom, bye, and the bottom on the head.
That for real,
brother. They banned his career behind it. Him and Shabba Ranks.
That's right.
They tried to ban them brothers' career, and that's why. Listen, you Benjamites in the UPK, you hardcore warriors. You gotta bring that Benjamite music back, man. You gotta bring that shit back. You understand? Because they know that music, that's why they know that music promotes a culture of righteousness towards the scriptures. That's gospel music, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, reggae music about them scriptures is gospel music. Whether you like it or not. You understand? And that gospel music, and it's a masculine gospel music. You understand? And that gospel music, I need to come back. Matter of fact, I might have a Benjamin Mike concert coming. I might start the program. Listen, you know what I mean? It's going to have to be outdoors. We're going to be God, you understand? Like, you got to bring that back. Because, listen, the churches work together to systematically wipe it out. Galawan and them under Mashak, they battling every day to keep the word going out on the radio in Trinidad because the Christian preachers are so mad with Galawan. Officer Galawan.
Captain, right.
Captain, my bad. That's why I was saying it like it didn't sound right. Captain Galawan. Big shout out to Captain Galawan down there in Trinidad. You understand? Give it up, y'all. Like Galawan is battling every day to keep that culture and to keep that thing going because, of course, the preachers are calling, trying to suppress the reggae music. They want Christian music. They don't want that reggae music. They don't want that old school reggae music. I mean, Buju Banton got a song out called Murderer, talking about the white man murderer. I mean, that's gospel music. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful song. I mean, he's off too, you know. They all caught up into the ice, gold, and green and all of them something there. But they fighting like all of us fighting to come out of the darkness. It's the UPK where you get the polishing at. You a Rasta or something like that, you want to get the full understanding with clarity, then dump them Ethiopians and them other heathens. You got to come into UPK so we can polish up what you've already learned and give you the full understanding. And that shouldn't be a shock because that's what happened with Paul and Peter and them. Remember, they went to brothers who had just learned some. And then they said, let me give y'all the full understanding and laid it out to them brothers. Y'all get me right. And then them brothers carried it forth. And listen, and our culture, listen, let me tell you something. You don't understand. God is in these 12 tribes.
That's right.
Our culture is insane. The whole goddamn world is following you. I guarantee you're going to see your garments on Fifth Avenue. You're going to see your garments for Passover on Madison Avenue. I'm telling you. Somebody going to snap a picture and be like, yo, do you see this? At a fashion show. And I'm going to be like, I saw one already where they had these white girls. Y'all saw that one? Somebody posted it on Facebook. They had these white girls out with full Israelite garments on. Fringes, studs, metal, everything. They was garments, but they put them on women.
Like those purses women wear now with the fringes on them.
Yeah.
We used to see those back at the Passover.
We used to make them.
We used to make them.
We used to make
pouches with the fringes.
Yes.
Women had the purses. I look on TV. Now some white woman on a
some old Chinese wang bitch.
Fringe purse.
Yes.
I'm sure you can find an image on them because everybody has one.
Yes. When we used to make them joints. Yeah. You right, General. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Right.
I'm running a little. But you right. We used to make them. You the salt, man. Stop giving the salt away. Christ said, cast not your pearls before swine. Stop giving the heathens everything from you, man. Stop being so merciful to them and so hard on your own. Get rid of that stony heart. Come on, General.
And you know, it's a big push with these Nigerians making the Benjamite music, man. I just heard some tight reggae joint on there. I looked up the cat. He's from Nigeria, just like them Tims and Burna Boy, some old song he made. I was rocking to it. And I looked, I said, oh, God damn. You know what I'm saying? They're giving ham music. So like you said, that's heavy. Did Benjamin come on in, man, and claim what you invented? You know what I'm saying?
God,
and make that music.
How you going to let some other heathens steal your identity? God. You went following that Rastafarianism, carry you on to bow your head to the Ethiopian. It drive me crazy. You bowing your head to Ethiopians. Them niggas can't even feed themselves. What is you bowing your head to them for? Whatever God they worship in Ethiopia, that nigga sleep. Okay? He is not at work. Them niggas hungry. Okay? Them niggas 95 pounds wet and hungry. They barely could carry the AK-47 when they go in the fight. And you talk about you going over, talk about Jah Rastafari. Nigga, eat something. Throw a cast a line in the water, catch a fish, bitch. Do something with yourself because you playing.
I don't have 39 cents anymore.
Yes.
I'm tapped out with the 39 cents.
Yes.
It's been 30 years.
Yes.
How much more than 39
Yes.
cents to give up?
Come on, man.
Enough is
I'm
enough.
trying not to hurt him. I'm trying not to be nasty about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be rude, but y'all got to meet me halfway. You got to come and say, listen, when you see me, at least just come and say, General, we're going to work on our nation. Don't bring me that, you know what I'm saying, that other heathen bullshit, man, because you destroying yourself. It is what the Lord said would happen. Give it to me in Deuteronomy. You holding the other scripture or we read it already? Give me the one in Deuteronomy where the Lord said we would take on their culture, man. You understand? Where they would be the head, we would be the tail. What's the other one? In Deuteronomy? Go ahead. No, give me what you got. Go ahead.
If I could, so I just wanted to show you that the fringes, they brought it out for the sisters, just like you said. This is a real popular thing. I'm glad that it's among Israel. But they
best believe it's a Korean making it. Ain't no niggas sewing the shit up.
Count on Makan, sir.
I already know. I ain't even seen it yet.
Count on Makan. This with the fringes and all that.
Yeah, that's it.
You got it.
Oh, sorry. And knowing they got it from the U.P.K.
And if you would just stop hating your own, you would be getting all the money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They took over the entire black hair care industry. I need to do a tour in Philadelphia and take you to the warehouse. The warehouse is in the middle of the ghetto, right out there by the airport. You've been there, right out there by the goddamn airport. They got a warehouse about big as Amazon. Ain't nothing in there but black hair care products in there. They up in there with them, they call them things, them shits you ride on when you moving pallets, forklifts. Like they in there in forklift stock, moving nothing but your products that they reinvented and put their name on, that they made in Korea, that's now over here being sold all over the place. When you was the first millionaires, man, CJ Walker and all of them, like we could only sell to our own, so we became rich selling to our own. Like, you make me sick. Don't tell me about you make me sick. I'm gonna tell you something straight up, man. That's why I talk about black people, West End, especially you Benjamites, because you Benjamites, you know about culture and survival because you in them goddamn islands and acting like you dumb and stupid when you already know about culture. You know about survival. You know about not letting you battling the East Indians in them countries every day. And you know that to battle them East Indians, you got to always be outsmarting them. Then you get up here in a white man face and you all teeth. You all teeth about what to do. So you Benjamites, get your shit together, man. And get ready to get your culture back up online like you supposed to, man. And the same for the other tribes. You Latinos, y'all make me sick because don't nobody make arroz con pollo better than you. You understand? Like, niggas lived off of arroz con pollo in the Bronx. Niggas was poor. Niggas was poor, okay? Niggas go to the spot, the Latino spot, get half a chicken with yellow rice, with the peppers and the onions in it. You know what I'm saying? They grew the peppers on the goddamn roof. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The different food, the habichuelos, the pasteles, the Cuban sandwiches, that Cuban coffee. Y'all remember when I used to first bring Mayak and Muhammad to Harlem, when we was getting it on, I used to bring them to Harlem, take them out to the west side. Y'all remember? Out to Broadway. We go in the Cuban spot before we did anything. We go in the Cuban spot. We bang out that damn espresso, right or wrong. Come on back in and we hit the track. Get out there and teach, man. We lived off of our tribes, man. You understand? The bodega. Don't be mad at the bodega. Don't be playing out the bodega for no fresh grocer. Damn that. Right. You better go in there and hear that Latino music and get you something to eat, man. And let the cat be, man. Nigga, let the cat be. She meow at you, nigga, give her a piece of that hoagie. You know what I mean? That's the goddamn culture. And now I see that they bringing the benches back outside, brother. I love them benches, man. The Latino tribes, man, the tribe of Ephraim used to have, tribe of Simeon used to have the benches outside. Let me tell you something. I was in Harlem the other day, right? Looking at a building for the school. So I'm in Harlem. Brother, there's nowhere to go to the bathroom in Harlem. I'm riding up. I'm started at 125th Street. I'm looking for some place to use the bathroom. Ain't nowhere to use the bathroom. I get all the way up to 139th, 140th, matter of fact, further. And I finally, there's a bodega on the corner, man. I go to the door. I say, Papa, por favor, let me use the bathroom. He said, sure, Papa, no problem. I said, the water, brother, the water. He said, the water. I said, yeah, that's Hebrew, man, for thank you, brother. You know what I mean? He took me in the back. He showed me a hole in the damn back of the store. He said, he's down there. You have to go down there. I'm like, is this nigga, what the fuck? He said, he in this little store. Brother, I'm already a big nigga. I climbed down. I had to turn sideways and go down in a hole. But I had to use this bathroom. I get down there to the bottom, right? Is another Latino brother. He came by side. I said, brother, the bathroom. He said, oh, okay, over there, Papa. I go around the bend. I go in the bathroom immaculately clean. I use the bathroom. I come back out the bathroom. The Latin music is playing. I said, primo, gracias, primo, gracias. Yeah, de nada, Papa, de nada. You know, we brothers, you know. No matter what they say, we brothers, you know. I'm like, the water, brothers, the water. I climbed back out that hole. That made my whole trip worth it up to New York. That made my whole trip worth it. I couldn't buy enough shit out the store. I bought shit I don't even need. I just bought the shit because it was there. Whatever he had on the counter, I just bought it. You know what I mean? Like, that's us, man. And we better stop letting niggas steal from us, man. Steal from our culture, steal our recipe. The whole, like I said last week, the whole Italian culture. And you can't, listen, this ain't racism. This is simply stopping the appropriation of our identity, man.
That's right.
How you gonna call me racist because I say you stole my, listen, they got copyright laws. They mad with China for stealing copyright laws. Well, what about stealing our culture? The goddamn Egyptians talking about you stealing, you changing Egyptian culture, which is a lie. They lying about it. We ain't lying about it. Nigga, we been drinking Coronas before a nigga knew what Corona was. We was drinking Coronas in the Bronx in the 80s, nigga. Nobody know what's a Corona. Now Snoop making commercials. It's a big deal. We were drinking that shit in the 80s. We knew what it was. You understand? That's our culture, all 12 tribes. We ain't got a front. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Go ahead, you got it.
If I may, sir, what you bring out is so heavy. You know, Shabar, you was there, right? My Border of Blue Brother Hebrew Academy 2022. I remember here at the Hebrew Academy, sir. Like, man, sir, if I could. I remember at the Hebrew Academy, we was in Baltimore. Captain Sapari, I said, y'all got to go to this Naphtali spot down the street. Shabar, you remember, we went up there in Naphtali spot, and we got a whole half of chicken, rice, and peas, and collard greens, General, for like $9. I said, surely these are God's chosen people.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, that's right. And they don't be trying to rob you. Listen, I argue to this day, a $15 plate of Benjamin food is still a super deal because McDonald's going to charge you $10 out for a burger that won't change if you sit it on the counter for a year. You finna pay $10 for some shit that ain't even. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Outside the radiation.
Let that sucker sit on that. Right. That is not even food. And you go to the Benjamites, man, and you gonna get all the tribe. Forget about you go to the tribe. Listen, the Latinos. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If you want to understand something, when you next time you go to DC, you call up Nayathak. Tell him, Nayathak, I want a plate of that Peruvian food. Nayathak, Mashak too.
Oh yeah.
You go over there, brother. They're going to take you down there, brother, and get you a plate of Peruvian chicken with all the trimmings out that's going to make you smack yourself. Going to make you think you done sinned against the law. You understand? Because they're going to feed you right. Like, once again, like, we need our identity. Like, the Lord made 12 families. He did that. I didn't do that. He chose 12 families. He knew what he was doing. God ain't stupid. He knew what he was building in this earth. The question is, do you love God enough to do his will over yours?
That's right.
Do you love him enough and trust him enough to do what he laid down over what you want to lay down? Can you trust him over that? Can you trust him over your own hatred of your own tribes,
right,
of your own brothers and sisters? Can you trust him and say, I have a historical hatred of this tribe, but the Lord said, put it down. I'm throwing hands up. I'm making peace with my brothers.
That's right.
You do that, you're going to square out everybody. You're going to push everybody out the game because everybody's feeding off of you. And here's the thing, feeding off of your discord, feeding off of the fact that you can't come together. And it burned, once again, I'm a jealous ass nigga when it comes to this identity and culture that belong to us. I'm off of it, y'all. I done had a sip tonight. I don't need to be stealing the show. We got 6 cats up here running the show. A nigga gonna shut up. All right.
We can play Don Lemon if you want. Go ahead.
Please. Yeah, read that right quick. And then you got the Don Lemon one where he was chastising black people. Oh, I cannot wait. I wish you can come behind it with that one with Barack Obama, because they don't let Barack Obama get away with that one where he was chastising black men in that Baptist church when he was running for president. Right before he said he would sit down with the goddamn Iranians who was committing terrorism. He said he could sit down with them. But when it came to black men, he said, black man ain't no man. Y'all been punking us. You other heathens, you've been punking us in front of our women for a long time, too. You've been making our women think we ain't no man. You've been punking us for a minute. That punking bullshit gonna stop, too.
Damn right.
You understand? You the one that passed these laws to let these bitches be monsters to us.
That's
steal
right.
our homes, destroy our family,
right.
steal our kids, put us on. You
That's
passed
right.
them laws. Then you gonna try to punk us and say we ain't no man. We a goddamn man for not putting up with that bitch's bullshit.
That's right. Damn
Okay?
Right. Damn right.
Like, I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. Come on with it. Give me what you got. You got the scripture, and then give me the tape afterward, please.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. I'm going to start at verse 43. Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Brother, I don't know about you, but when I read this scripture, I knew I needed the Lord. I knew that I couldn't do this by myself. I'm not that proud. I can't do this by myself. Like, I got to obey the Most High, because if I don't, that's what's going to happen to me. And I can't fight my way out of that. I can't get myself out of slavery. I can't get black people out of slavery. I don't know how to get you out of slavery. The only way I get you out of slavery is by obeying the Lord and you following what I say, like I lay it down. You understand? That's how we get out of slavery. Other than that, man, I can't get out of this, and neither can you. I knew when I read that, I said, you know what? I need a God on my side. I can't do this solo. I need a God. And so do every other nation. When the Chinese man come over here and open a Chinese restaurant, what he put up on the ceiling in the corner of the restaurant? He put his Chinese fucking God up there. Excuse my friend. Do he not? Do he not? When the Arab come over here and set up his business, what do? He on his knees 5 times a day, praying to his God to help his furniture business be prosperous. Is he not? So listen, why am I wrong? Because I say, you know what? I need the nigga God to help me. I can't do this by myself. I need the God of niggas to help me. Now, if I go to another God, he just gonna enslave me under his people. So I need the nigga God to help me do this thing. And that's what the hell you need. And that's what the Lord is saying there. Read it again, I'm gonna get up off of it.
Sir.
Like, that's what you got to have in you, man. Stop being a bitch. Listen to this, man.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
It done happened, did it? Am I lying, man? Am I lying? Read it. Go ahead.
Sir. And thou shalt come down very low.
Am I lying, General? I mean, come on. I mean, we live in that. Are we not living that? We live in that, nigga. Go buy a head of lettuce. You going to somebody else. Buy some drawers for your ass. You going to somebody else. You understand? Buy whatever. You going to somebody else. He above you. You on the bottom. You understand? He could ride in your neighborhood, set up a business in your neighborhood. Can you ride through his neighborhood and do what the hell you want? I don't see too many soul food shops in the Arab community. Do you? I don't see too many of them in the East Indian community. Do you? I certainly don't see him in the Chinese community. Do you? Where's the Chinese man? Yeah, man, he baby back ribs off. Very nice. Where the fuck is he at? Nowhere. But you gonna tell me I got to go to them gods? I'm not doing that, man. I'm not that dumb, man. You understand? And I don't know where you gangsters is at. You gangsters know that. That's rule number one. You don't even been to know of about nobody else. What is you doing? What is you doing, man? They done played you out too. Like every gang banging gangster is supposed to be like, yo, we down with the Israelites, even though they doing their thing, we doing ours. You know what I mean? They don't allow us to do what we do, blah, blah, blah. You ain't supposed to be mad at us if you listening to the wrong men of God. You're supposed to be coming to get counsel from me and the men I set up. That's who you're supposed to be coming talking to as you getting cases and all that. You're supposed to be talking to us because we the ones that actually give a damn about you because Christ made us give a damn about you.
That's right.
Everybody else is there for a paycheck. That's why you broke after you done got locked up because everybody done bled your ass out. So left you busted and broke and you back on the street trying to grind from zero. When if you came to us, we would show you how to do it differently and not how to go that route. A lot of you making dumb decisions because you in heathens' hand. And the celebrities too. A lot of you celebrities, you all invested in these other heathens, man. That's why every other ball player going broke. As soon as you get a goddamn contract, some white man in a suit telling you where to put your money at. Invest in this, put it in here, do this. Get this money market account, do this, all this bullshit. And you listening to it because you think he's a financial advisor. When you should have been investing in yours and getting a return. I ain't talking about investing in yours. That's another myth in your dumb ass mind. It's a myth in your mind that when you invest in your own, you just taking a loss. You just giving it away. That's a damn lie. You invest in your own, you get the best out of it. I had to learn that the hard 6 ways to Sunday. And all I had was brothers. The same ones you see me looking at every day. That's why I adhere to what these cats. They come and say something to me, I'm listening like, I might not agree, but I'm listening like, what you mean? Break it down. Why? Because they earned the right to do it because they was brothers. They was what I needed when I had nothing else. So I'm listening, I'm hearing. And guess what? Together, we build it. We ain't losing. We winning. All over the place, every way. Killing all your gods from everywhere. Raising up nothing but mighty men all over this place. Am I lying about that? Like, maybe I'm in a fantasy land. Maybe I'm in the house on some self-puffed up BS. But I think it's happening every day out here in these damn streets. That's what you're supposed to be investing in, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to give us a shot and let me show you the way. Because the Lord, listen, he bust my ass to show me the way. He showed me what was important in this world. And brother, we've been winning ever since. And I'm going to do just what he said. And we're going to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. That's it. I might not even come in next week. I think next week I'm gonna work with Murad next week. I'm gonna get behind the camera, so I ain't gotta say nothing to mess with the show. Come on with it.
For time's sake, you might need to play the video. Don Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
One is black, white, brown, purple, green, Democrat, or Republican. If the truth they speak is saving lives, then no matter their intentions or background, we should listen. Attack the problem, not the messenger. You also write, I can't accept that you would single out black teenagers as the cause of their own demise because they don't speak
the original. This is Russell Simmons commenting on.
Well, big shout out to Russell. I don't really, he ain't, been a cat that's been up in the community heavy. I heard he into all kind of Asian gods and all of that bullshit. Married some Asian woman, made her rich. Go ahead.
Believe it or not, sir, she's actually Israel. Her father's Israel.
Oh, I stand corrected. Big shout out to Russell Simmons.
I don't know who he with now.
Yeah, I mean, These brothers in the world, man, They just don't know better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And their time is passing. There's a new generation is the one that better learn how to handle their business and stop giving their soul over to them heathens. But the fact that he responded to Don Lemon, you understand, backing up black men, I give him credit for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a man that puts a white man's dick in his mouth. Excuse my French. You understand? This is a man, Salak. I didn't mean the culture shock.
Yeah.
Salak. I think I jammed a few brothers up.
We all said.
Like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to respect a nigga that puts a white man's dick in his mouth. Like, what he got to say is that fucking important. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, listen, I done had a drink tonight. Listen, like Christ said, forgive him. Christ said, forgive him 77 times 7. Motherfucker, forgive me tonight, all right? I'm not myself. Everybody have a bad day. I'm not myself tonight.
I'll be rude and speak.
Fuck that dick-sucking white nigga, man. Okay?
I'll be rude and speak.
You know what I mean? All right. I'll be rude and speak, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like the white man put some makeup on you, put you in a suit, put you on CNN, and all of a sudden the world is supposed to respect you. Damn that, huh? Damn that. And then you gonna trash black men? And you, come on, man. Like, we got a problem, man. We got a problem. We got a leadership problem. I'm gonna let you play the tape because I don't want to hog up the last minutes of the show. Go ahead. Go ahead, General.
I think I might have the right video. I think.
General, if I could, why they get this video?
Come on,
why Mariah get this video, right? It's something that got me when I came to the truth. Now I know I had a buddy I grew up in first grade. I think I said this before, right? And he ended up, becoming homosexual, right?
Too strong.
And I remember when that movie Philadelphia came out with Denzel Washington, when he had the disease, like in spots on his face and everything. Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was a heavy movie.
So my homie, I knew he went to DC, got into homosexuality, came back home, and cat he was with came with him and died of AIDS. So he started getting dots in his face. I said, damn, he got that shit. I said, fuck. And he started deteriorating away, right? To the point to where when he died, they had to burn his body. And this was like in the middle of the 90s. They burnt his body, and at the funeral they had a picture of him. So I said to myself, like, how can you think that this is a good thing to do or be? Because look what happens as a result of it. You get a disease that kills you and eats your body up. And he said before he died in the hospital that he made the wrong choice. His mama used to send him to the on Sundays, and that's when he got blessed to that.
See that?
Catholic Church.
See that?
And because of that, he made a choice of being a homosexual, and it killed him.
See that?
So how you gonna say that's a good lifestyle to be because somebody say it's all right? Who are you? God said it ain't right. Leviticus 20:13 is the truth. Your blood gonna be against you. It's gonna kill you. Like, that's a living thing. I saw it. I said, but ain't no way in the world, man. I never, ever accept that. No matter what I gain or lose in here, you ain't gonna make me accept that, man. I watched that man die. I went to the funeral. I couldn't even see him no more. They burnt the body. We had a picture of him. And you gonna tell me that I gotta accept something for somebody who live that lifestyle like he's smart? Nigga, you dumb. You dumb.
And if I could, listen, me personally, I watch Haas raise his kids. And Haas is a damn good daddy. Oh, man. I watch Haas on Springfield Avenue raise them boys, man, raise them babies, man. General Muhammad, you too, man. You a badass nigga too. General Mayak too, you another badass nigga. I watch these cats raise these boys out there because they ain't show no femininity, weakness. Them boys all came out like you watch over your boys and your girls and you'll be fine. You understand? He ain't gonna turn gay when he looking at his daddy every day who ain't gay. You understand? Now you go out there and get in the music industry and send him off with some manager or something. Who the hell knows what's gonna happen to him? But you raising them boys and them girls right, you watching over them girls and curtailing the way they dress. Big shout out to Mashak Mayan too. Listen, Mashak is another badass cat. I watch Mashak do his thing. His kids, man. This Naya thought too. It's so many cats. Naya thought too. A lot of others too. And listen, that shit is important, man. It's important that you handle that business the right way because once again, everybody's stealing from us. They stealing your culture, your identity. They stealing your sexual orientation from your babies right up under you, trying to make transsexuals dance in front of you and all that. Go ahead. You was going to jump in, General? Go ahead. Nah, it's fine.
I was just like, Muhammad brought it up earlier. There's a video with some old sodomite teacher, a transvestite teacher, big old man-looking thing with center written big as hell on the arm, right? And they interviewed an Issacharite student. You know, asked him about it. They ain't sure where it starts, but it starts where he talking about it. He said, well, I was looking and he came in and it was kind of scary. And I said, are you a boy or a girl? And he said, I'm a girl. And I said, oh, I didn't understand. He said, yeah, you were confused, right? He said, yeah. And he was like a demon. It was like a demon. And they went in and his voice was, he's a boy, so he called, he said, and his voice was, I forget the word, he said aggressive, something to mean aggressive. And the woman was like, meaning he sounded like a man, right? Yeah, he sounded like a man. But then he said he was a girl. And it was scary. He grabbed his head, General. I said, my God, look what he's doing.
You understand? Like, I'm not letting you decide what my babies is going to be. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing none of that. I don't care what laws you pass. You not deciding that. You know what I'm saying? I'll homeschool them, whatever. But I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? What you saying is so right. Like, come on, man. Like, we got enough problems in the Black and Latino and Native Indian community to now be going into this foolishness, man. You know what I'm saying? The U.P.K, man. Like that song say, the U.P.K ain't nothing to fuck with. Because damn right, because that's what we supposed to be doing. That's what the Lord required. You know what I'm saying? And I watch how I was raised them babies. I watched all of y'all raise your babies, man, in such a right way and trained them up in the right way and let them walk the way they walk and did such a good job, man, with them. Them boys is masculine. How his son sound like Frankie Crocker on the radio. That young one? That young one. Yeah. They all Shalaka. For those of you that may not know, back in the 90s, Frankie Crocker was one of the most prominent radio hosts in New York City. He had a late night show where he used to talk to the women in the deepest voice. This is Frankie Crocker. Them broads used to love him. Well, how his son sound like Frankie Crocker. Okay. He got a deep voice. He young too. He got a deep voice. He got that masculine spirit. Like that's like let a man be a man, huh? You know what I'm saying? And if I could, last point, and I'm gonna get up off it. You selfish as shit. If you decide or for whatever reason you believe you attracted to men and you not willing to give the Lord a chance to change you, then you selfish as hell. How the hell you gonna say you attracted to the same sex, but you not willing to fight by standing with the Lord that he could change? It's like the Lord can't change that. The Lord don't change it because you don't believe it's wrong. That's why he don't change it. If you were sitting up there praying to the Lord saying, yo, something wrong with me, man. Somebody done mess with me and I'm attracted to men now. You supposed to call on the Lord and ask the Most High. What did Paul say? He said, if any man lacketh anything, let him pray on to the Most High. Did he not say that? So if you in that kind of jam, that internal jam, something you can't talk about, why you don't go, where's your trust in the Most High? You're going to sit up there, you're going to leave the Lord, and now you're going to join some other nation's God who accepts it. You're going to join the white man's God who accepts that demon that you got on you instead of saying, nah, I'm not accepting the white man's God. I'm going to stick with my God and tell him what the problem is and let him do me right. And let me say this. Every man, okay, cannot deal with a woman. You got men that are damaged, that cannot deal with a woman. You got men that have all kind of problems in war and different situations. They come home and can't deal with a woman. And you got men that have a jammed up sexual orientation. Now, if them men was as righteous as the ones that been injured, they would say the same thing, that I can't deal with no woman because whatever happened to you. So I need therapy or whatever, and I'm going to pray to the Lord and fight with the Lord to fix me right. The question is, do you know that you're not fixed? You listen to the slave master that tell you you supposed to have a right and be loved and this and that and all of this, and in your dumbass mind, you believe that garbage. And this nasty faggot believed it and had the nerve to degrade us. We got the tape that we ain't never played it.
I hope it looks like.
Let me jump in and let me get the tape, because this tape, out of all the people he ever degraded and disparaged, once again, everybody wants to do in a young black man. Yeah. Everybody wants to. And that's why we take them in and raise them up and train them and teach them how to do it better. And we don't teach them how to be criminals. You understand? Damn that. And you don't deserve to be standing over black people telling them a damn thing when you loathe young black men because of what they morph into trying to survive. A black man wears pants down because he's trying to shed the discipline of this evil world that's killing him every day. I don't blame him for that. I don't blame him for trying to break from this society's way of thinking by being rebellious. Every kid at 14 and 13 is rebellious. You understand? Black kids more because they under more oppression. And all you could do is take the opportunity to take a shot at them. Leave them the hell alone, nigga. Let me have them. I'll show you what the hell to do with them. So lock it. Go ahead, y'all.
Please,
about that too. But in my estimation, he doesn't go far enough. Because black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing. Here's number 5. And if this doesn't apply to you, if you're not doing this, then it doesn't apply to you. I'm not talking about you. Here's number 5.
Please,
pull up.
pause that.
The problem is the police shooting black men. That's what's happening at this time.
And so he's bringing it out.
He's saying that this is when Trayvon Martin got killed.
And you mean to tell me a man that puts a white man's dick in his mouth is telling you to not pull his pants down?
This is the problem. Meaning black people
he pulls his pants down for a white man.
They were complaining about the police pulling them over.
Yes.
About the police harassing
and
them.
this is his solution.
This is his solution.
Please, let me hear this. I can't. Sorry, I cannot wait to hear what you about to play on this tape. This his solution for the cops killing black men. This is a man that puts I'm gonna keep saying it. A white man's rod in his mouth. This is his solution.
Pull up your pants. Some people, a lot of them, then it doesn't apply to you. I'm not talking about you. Here's number 5. Pull up your pants. Some people, a lot of them black, gave me flack for saying that recently on the Wendy Williams show. If you're sagging, it means I think it's your self-esteem is sagging and who you are as a person. It's sagging. Young people need to be taught respect, and there are rules. Sagging pants, whether it's Justin Bieber.
He's saying you suffering from self-esteem. You goddamn right black men suffer from self-esteem. They being beat the hell down, including by you. You sit up there telling them how to raise their self-esteem by being more, give me the word, corporate, or more acceptable to the slave master. Like your self-esteem get raised when you act better in front of your slave master. And you assimilate, or you get more corporate, or you act more like, you make yourself more palatable. Please, you focus with me. Listen, man, give me the scripture in Exodus where the leaders went to Moses when he came back from Pharaoh and said, you make us a bad savior in the mouth. Please get that scripture right away, because this applies to this. I'm coming back to the tape, Marah. Bear with me. We might go over 5 or 10 minutes, y'all. Stick with me. But this needs to be said. This pisses me off. Like, this is your solution to how we should deal with our self-esteem or our problem or not being killed by the police. I got to pull my pants up more so the police don't shoot me dead. Does that even make any kind of sense? I died because my pants is below my ass. Which I don't wear my pants below my ass. But if I did, goddamn, that's the reason I'm dying. Come on, General.
Or you wore a hoodie. And preachers were saying this.
Yes.
Now, this is about 8 years ago now.
Yes.
Sounds
It's
crazy
a little
now.
old now.
Oh, but this was popular.
Come on.
That we were being killed.
Come on.
Because our pants sagged and we wore hoodies.
I'm sick of
that
this
was a popular Christian belief back then.
I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of these black leaders. I'm sick of them. Come on, Marah.
Slocky, what about when we was killed for wearing an American military uniform?
Yes,
Slocky.
come on, Marah. Give it up for Marah. Damn, you hit it on the nail.
That's right.
We was getting killed for wearing the uniform after fighting for them. Fighting for their country. Come on, Marah, take that damn mic. Listen, we fought for their goddamn country and got killed for it because guess what? It gave us too much self-esteem. It gave us too much honor and respect, and we was looked at as a man. They lynched us for that shit. They lynched us for that shit, and now you gonna tell me because our pants hanging down? Motherfucker, we fought for the country. You killed our fathers and lynched them in front of us, destroyed our families, put us in poverty, stole our farms. And now we in the inner city, broke and busted and no job, and you talking about pull your fucking pants up. Fuck you, you dick-sucking faggot, man. You understand, man? Like, I'm sorry, man. I said, tonight, y'all got to forgive me, man. Somebody brought some good liquor up in here and got me fucked up. I'm all out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? Scripture say, forgive. Hell. I'm sick of this bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Keep playing it, Marah.
God. That 1800, whatever that is. Shit.
William Show. If you're sagging, it means I think it's your self-esteem is sagging and who you are as a person. It's sagging. Young people need to be taught respect, and there are rules. Sagging pants, whether it's Justin Bieber or no-name Derek around the way, walking around with your ass and your underwear showing is not okay. In fact, it comes from prison when they take away belts from the prisoner so that they can't make a weapon. And then it evolved into which role a prisoner would have during male-on-male prison sex. The one with the really low pants is a submissive one. You get my point? Number 4 now is the N-word.
For our generation,
Before you get
what
to
we
the
did
N-word,
was
please pause that for a second. Like the nerve of this faggot to turn around and to say that it's a self-esteem problem and young black men need to learn respect. They lost respect because you did them so dirty. You destroyed their families. You degraded their mamas. You poured drugs into their neighborhood. You did this. Your Crips and Bloods was created because white men would come out of the suburbs, the Simi Valley in them areas, and come to the inner city out and assault black people. And the Panthers got together and others and started setting up neighborhood securities to stop people from being harmed. You don't want to recognize what's really going on. And then you want to blame black men when they say, fuck your society. That's why they pants is hanging. They saying, fuck you and fuck your society. And you mad at them for saying that when they saying it because you shitted on them. Why? And they trying to find their own way now. And that's why this truth is blowing up every day. Because we showing them that, yo, you right. You should go your own way. Let's start with who your God is, who you believe in. Because that give them heathens, all them heathens, back their goddamn God. Let's start from scratch. And that's why they pants hanging. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why y'all let me on this show. Go ahead, bro.
And listen, like Marah brought out, that when you assimilate perfectly, you can't get no more assimilated than the military. And just dying for them and killing their enemies.
You coming home in uniform.
Right. You're in uniform, they murder you. You try to talk like them and hang out with them and be one of them, they drag you by your head in a truck till your head come off, like James Byrd.
And Jackson, that they did to that brother named Jackson in Florida, tied him to the back of a pickup truck and dragged him till his head came off. Salakia. You right. Salakia too. I'm going to shut up, man.
That's it. I'm piggyback out for you.
Give it up to what
no matter what you do, you know what I'm saying? You can't win if you be like them. So now we say, F them, like you said.
Yes.
Fuck them, do what we do. And they still want to kill you.
Yes, they're going to hate you anyway, so fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my friend.
But the general
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
What he bring out is so heavy. Like, okay, I assimilated A-stuff so good, right? When I was in Esau's, that past
You a perfect example, huh? You saw the other side.
I saw the other side. Like, I used to get stopped while I was working because I was able to blend in. And if I didn't put my badge out quick enough, the gun was like damn it in my face. You know what I mean? When I worked,
you could have got killed.
Yeah, I could have. A couple times, a couple cats, and I had to take some things to him. You know what I mean? To check him, and he apologized, but I still checked him kind of hard because
you could have killed you.
Yeah,
you could have been fucking dead because you're black.
Now I went to an award ceremony. This is something that I always stay in my head, and they keep me even still level-headed. Right? I went to an award ceremony, and my mother-in-law came. Right? I think I got like maybe 9 or 10 awards.
I used a killing ass nigga.
Not anymore. I'm
drinking. So long, y'all forgive me. You know what I'm saying? I was old killing ass.
So I got like 10 awards, right? And when they called my name up there, they said, you might just stay right here. And I stood there, kept getting awards, right? And when it was over and done with, my mother came up to me, she gave me a hug and kiss. And when she hugged and kissed me, like she was doing it because, okay, she figured she was telling me something in secret. She said, boy, you better watch your back. I said, what you mean? She said, your colleagues in that audience, all them white cops, not one of them clapped for you, not one time. And I looked at them. She said, the look what they think like they wanted to kill you from awards you got. She said, boy, you better watch your back. I said, Mom, I understand, I got it. And what she said, I already knew. Because when I got the roll call, I looked this way, I looked that way. I'm like, I ain't doing nothing tonight. I had a hiding spot. I go hide at the 43rd Street. It was done deal. You know what I mean? Because I knew from previous experiences, you can't. No, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like no matter, and I was assimilated. Like I was in it. Like I don't think I really get how good I was.
I saw that square haircut when you came over there to Muhammad's house. You had that square haircut. I said, "This is motherfucking G.I. Joe right here." You was in it deep. You came all the way the other way, but I saw you. You got out of that car. That uniform was crisp. I said, "This motherfucker here kill you, dropping it down." He got this shit crispy as shit. But you came out of that shit.
We started rolling with Haas. Haas would take us to the clubs, and he would know I'm down on Front Street, driving like the police.
Yes.
Driving would not stop.
God. Which once again, man, if I could, big up the Haas, man. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Which once again, we got so much. You know what I mean? Y'all make me jealous because we got so much and we acting like we beggars when we got so much. All we got to do is we ain't got to do nothing but follow what the Lord said. Like, stop putting the heathen over. We got laws against putting heathens over. Do we not? Am I lying? Am I talking crazy talk? We got laws saying that we not to put no heathens over us, Maya. Right or wrong? All we got to do is do what God said to do. You understand? And that'll push all that bullshit out. And we'll be able to do something amazing for our people. Amazing, man. It's not right what they doing to every young black man. And then got this Salah. Got this fag telling us about pulling up our pants. Salah, y'all. I'm sorry. Tonight is a bust, y'all. I'm gonna tell Mashak, don't even leave this tape up. Don't even leave this tape up, man. This shit here, this extortion right here. This tape. Damn. Go ahead.
In general, if I could, like when I stopped, when I slowed down and stopped, and it was damn near after that time when I called General Muhammad where the shootout was going on. And I called him right after I got in the car. I was like, shit, I almost shot this cat. I said, if my flashlight wasn't working, I'd have killed him. That was in my head. And the first thing General Muhammad said in the car was, Haas, I can't wait for the Lord to take you off that job. I said, sir, I can't wait either. I said, this is getting on my nerves. So I slowed down.
General Muhammad, man. That was brotherhood and love right there.
You know how like y'all call General Muhammad now for everything? That was me back during that time. Every time I was calling General Muhammad something. While I was going by his house. But when I slowed down and stopped, it was like the assimilation stopped. Like I wasn't no more, okay, that good cop. I was I was like the enemy. And I had a target on my back for not doing no more work. So even they wanted to find me and want to get me, they did. They tried.
You was like Serpico.
You know what I mean? I seen the emails. Like I saw the emails. The M said the emails about me. If you catch him here, catch him doing this, and catch him doing that day, tell me so I can write him up. Take a picture. There was a bunch of stuff going on, and I was like, wow, all because I said, you know what, I'm going to slow down. And I slow down to where I said, okay, I got you, I hear you. I'm going to stop. We just going to have to go deal with this here. And I just stopped. And I was like, nothing. I stopped. Let's see if I stopped the brother right there in the car. Hey, how you doing, man? You know you was going too fast. Something. Oh, man, all right, have a good day. Be careful, man. They're going to try to get you out here. And I do what they call a warning release. Well, be about that was the warning release. No ticket issue, something. I write it down, activity. Take it in. And I got pulled in the office over that. Like, when you stop assimilating and being part of that, now you are down against them. But even when I was assimilated with them, I still was not fully accepted by them. And I knew it.
And if I could add a little quick point, Haas, I don't mean to cut in on you because it's so heavy, this story you bring. But I noticed something in the story that you're telling that's so heavy. Like when you stopped assimilating, you started being just.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you started being just to the people you pulling over. And brother, I mean, I'm sick of this place, man. I'm sick of the evil. I'm sick of it. Go ahead, Haas. I'm gonna let you finish because what you were saying was give it up for General Haas, y'all.
If I could add one
Come
more,
on, General. Come on,
this
General.
is personal. My GEN.YAHANNA when he was born, right? We was coming out of town. Y'all remember came back and he was born already. So I wanted to go see her and him in the hospital, but my something was wrong with the car. I think my tags had expired. Something I had to get done, but it wasn't done yet. But I decided I'm gonna go late and try to dip over to the hospital and see him. I went and saw him. Everything was fine. And on my way back, I said, all right, I just got to avoid the police. Get back, you know what I mean, with not getting pulled over. So I'm in University of Penn. Damn near home, right? And a Penn police pulled me over. You know what I'm saying? And he said, what's going on? I said, man, I'm just coming back for my son. I thought I could make it home. He said, if I make this call, is they gonna be there? Is everything gonna be there? So he went and seeing if I'm telling the truth.
Right.
So end up Haas pulled up.
Damn.
Haas pulled up, right?
Damn.
Haas talking to him. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, now halfway don't trust Haas. This in the beginning.
Listen, that uniform and that square haircut, boy. Haas was suspect for about 2 years. We realized, oh shit, he real. Once we knew he was real, it was all good. God.
He made the Edomite because he said, man, he was going to try to take your car.
I heard about that story, Mike.
Look, that's my people. So you I'll take over and it's good. And he got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead home. I was grateful, for that.
And let me tell you, that's something they do for their own all the time. It ain't like Haas doing something special. He doing what we never do for ourselves, but they do it for themselves. We instead hate ourselves and harder on ourselves while still giving love and appreciation to them. Like that was brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That was brotherhood. And listen, and I thank the Lord for it because General Mayat, let me tell you something, y'all don't know. You listen, you can't tell me nothing about General Mayat. Let me tell you something. When we was going through them hard times, brother, General Mayat watched over me, brother, and made sure I was good no matter what. Like General Mayat showed me some him and his wife, Okadash, that's my sister, boy. You know what I'm saying? Held me down. Along with, of course, Mayak and General Muhammad and all of them. But Mayak, you held me down. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't know, Mayak a little smaller than he was back then. But back then, Mayak looked like a monster. Y'all saw them old pictures he put online recently? He put some old pictures online recently. Mayak, I used to see Mayak, when Mayak used to come into school, back on Cheltenham, I used to look at Mayak and I used to say to myself, this cat here looked like he was a murderous, robbing-ass criminal. It's sitting in here. But Mayak had the heart of a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? Even though, the past is the past. But you always had the heart of a righteous man. And then when you locked into the truth, and then when this shit hit the fan, Mayak, man, I thank you every day, brother, for that brotherhood, man, and kindness. You ain't I'll never forget, man, we was up in Harlem. And some cats from the other side that broke off came up to me. I forget his name. You remember Muhammad, you was there. A couple of them cats from the other side came up to me. I was already in a broken spirit. I'd have threw down, but it wasn't no big deal. And they all knew I knew the martial arts and all that, so they knew not to mess with me. But my ox stepped up in the front like, you motherfuckers step up and somebody gonna die out here. And I'll never forget that. You probably don't remember. We was near the lake. We was on the lake. And they came up, they said, that's Yohanna, man. That's Yohanna. Yo, let's go over there. My ox stepped up in front of them like, yo, man, you niggas come up in here, somebody gonna die. And them niggas backed the fuck up. And listen, I don't blame them. It's my ox back there. Y'all go look at them old pictures of my ox. My ox trimmer now, you know what I'm saying? But back then, my ox looked like any nigga bouncer that you see in the front door of the club. Like he will snap your neck like a chicken back in the day. Y'all, man, listen, y'all did some damage in this work. General Muhammad, General Mayat, General Haas, like y'all forged this truth on through, man. When Satan was trying to destroy it at his best. Like you proved yourselves when Satan wanted to stop it the most. You know what I'm saying? And you watched over me, man, with brotherhood, man, that I had to learn from. Because I was just a marauding ass soldier. But I realized the brotherhood was the most important part. That my cold ass was not getting all the way right. Y'all, a lot of y'all see me now, you like, Yohanna a little too overly, no, I ain't overly compassionate, man. I'm the coldest ass nigga you ever met. You just don't know about it because Christ broke my ass to get me to do what's right. But coming up back in the day, ask anybody, you run into somebody that say, yeah, I know Yohanna from back in the day. And you ask them, how did Yohanna roll? I was a motherfucking monster, man. Okay, that's how I was rolling for this truth. I didn't give a damn. I was a monster. But now, through the brotherhood of the brothers, I'm a little more wiser, man, and I see clearer now. And I see what's important now. I see that Yahweh Shah, our king, was trying to raise us up, man, and give us all the parts of the puzzle. A lot of you niggas is cold warriors out there, and I respect that. But you don't have wisdom with it. You don't have the understanding with it. You cold, you can handle your business, you fearless, but you just don't have wisdom. Number one, a lot of you out there cold-blooded, but you fighting for the other man's shit. You a bodyguard at a club instead of you a bodyguard at a club that all black people and Latino people is patronizing. And the whole fucking thing is owned by a white man, some fucking Italian or something. And now he making the money and you reporting to him. You understand? Meanwhile, you holding it down. That's why Suge Knight did what he did. Even though they say Suge did, I don't know the story of Suge Knight. But I know this. I know this nigga was an ex-football player, a motherfucking monster. And this nigga went and tried to forge his way past having to be somebody else's bitch. And he went to do that shit to set himself up. Now, I don't know the detail. He might have did all kind of wrong shit. Niggas in the world doing wrong shit every day. But I understand the premise of why he did what he did. And what I'm trying to say is that premise should be our premise as a nation. As a nation, our nation should be always thinking about us over we on the bottom. I ain't talking about us. We ain't on the same level. Nigga, you ain't got nukes. You ain't got jets. You ain't got tanks. You ain't got armies. You ain't got borders. What's your fucking border, nigga? The corner? That's your fucking border? You ain't got shit, nigga. You ain't got nothing. So what I'm trying to tell you is we should have that. And we could get that if we get our brotherhood together, get our righteousness together, then we can put that in place. If we learn a few things that come from our king, Yahweh Shai, who's the best guy in how to do revolutionary things, we could put something and add something to ourselves. That's all I'm saying. This show we ain't gonna air this show after the night because I'm saying shit I know I ain't supposed to be saying. So we done. We done. We got 11:15. Y'all want to go a few more minutes to add one more story?
I was gonna just back up General Haas if I
come on with it, please. Big shout out to you too.
All over the country.
Right,
just to show the brothers and sisters.
Definitely,
General Haas is saying throughout y'all too. Black police officers are suing police departments all over the country because they constantly get pulled over in racial profile. Here's one right here in New York. It's happening all over the country.
Ain't this some shit?
Please read it.
Go ahead. You got it.
Scroll over so we can see the whole thing, please.
Carnival concert. Off-duty black cops in New York.
Can they see the off-duty?
Carnival concert.
Go ahead. Please. We can. No,
break it down.
Carnival concert. Off-duty black cops in New York feel threat from fellow police?
They're trying to drive to work. They're getting pulled over. This one cop gave a testimony 12 times in 6 months.
Damn.
Because he's trying to get to work, but he
And
got to go
can't
through
get
cops.
Yes.
Because he work at the police station.
Yes.
And he can't get in there.
He can't even get to work.
He can't get to work. And they pulling him over constantly, and I mean doing terrible things to them. And so many of them they're starting to get together over the country and saying how they can't get to work to pull other people over because they constantly get pulled over. And here it is right here in New York.
And it let me tell you, if I could add to what you're saying, it need to happen, and here's why. Because you black cops need to come together. John the Baptist tried to teach you niggas, man. Told you, listen, stop extorting your own people. Put your love into your people, man. Help them, do them right, be just with them, which is what you're supposed to do. Stop taking it personal. You mad like the white man, man. You catch a nigga, he's selling drugs. Okay, he breaking the law. The nigga evil, he doing evil. Now you catch him, you mad like a white man mad. You ready to bust his fucking head in like a white man. What you mad about, nigga? You don't see we've been in slavery 400 years? What the fuck you shocked about? Put the handcuff on that nigga. He getting ready to do ridiculous time because he ain't got no lawyer money, and he get more time just being the nigga. So what the fuck is you mad about? Put the nigga in handcuffs, take him to the cage like you fucking supposed to, and calm the fuck down. Be just with the nigga. That's what John the Baptist was telling niggas to do. And that's what you supposed to do. And that racism that you catching is a positive. Why? Because it's going to make you black cops come together and start to move into the zones where you control everything. And then in you controlling everything, you're going to break the oppression on black people. Ferguson, Missouri, I keep talking about it because when I saw the report, it blew me away and ain't nobody say nothing about it. The Justice Department did a study on Ferguson, Missouri, and said Ferguson, Missouri was run like a plantation utilized by the police. So now wake up, black cops. Like Muhammad's saying, you catching it for a reason. And listen, and if you catching it, first of all, here's why you're mad. You mad because you catching it and you a cop. So you ain't supposed to catch it like a regular nigga catch it. You understand? I know you. You know what I mean? If I was a black cop and a cop put a gun in my face, I'm mad as shit. Motherfucker, I'm a cop. What the fuck is you doing? Here's the problem. You ain't a cop, nigga. You on a job. You a nigga first. You God's chosen people that's hated in this place. You understand? You the one that came out with Esau. He came out red, motherfucker. You came out black. You the enemy. Excuse my French. That's how the fuck you came out. Don't fucking forget it. And as you were walking as a black cop, you remember that shit. And here's the best part. Remember what he doing to the brothers who's not cops. If he doing that shit to you, every nigga riding through that town getting pulled over. What the fuck you gonna do about it as a cop that believe in justice? Or is you just worried about them not pulling you over? You want to put some shit on your car in New York City back in the day.
In the story.
That's in the story. Oh, shit.
I mean, it's so many stories.
They probably putting stickers on
the decals.
Yes.
Some of them say, and this is so beautiful, if I don't want to cut you off.
Come on, General.
But so many of them, because they're plain clothes, the high-ranking detectives are getting harassed like constantly because they're not in the uniform.
They're not in the colors.
Other ones started to wear uniform.
Why?
Meaning they would change at the job.
Right.
But instead, they wear the uniform.
To go to work. So they don't get pulled over. Yo, bitch ass. Yo, bitch ass. You catching what every brother catch. Now, what you going to do about it? Go back and read the story of John, man. How he told them brothers what to do. John the Baptist told police officers how to conduct themselves. The Bible is the greatest fucking book you ever came across with your dumb ass, okay? Go ahead, Maya. Come on.
What them black cops don't know, them white cops love it.
Yes!
They love it. And they going to keep doing it. They like doing it. You know what I'm saying? They hope they can get a higher-ranking nigga in their mind.
Yes. They think affirmative action putting you over them any damn way. So they gonna screw you until you get there any damn way.
Yes.
Wake up, man. Wake the hell up. Haas did. And listen, Haas saving lives, waking brothers up, counseling brothers. I watch Haas in action, man. Teaching brothers how to do security the right way, the safe way. You understand? Teaching classes, up in the game, strong as hell. You understand? All that, man. That's one cop. All cops should be in the truth. Learning how to deal and have compassion. That's what you learn in the UPK. You learn how to be compassionate on yours. You understand? We've been here 400 years. You still trying to be a hard ass only on black. If you're going to be a hard ass, make sure you a hard ass on them motherfuckers when they fuck up. Because they definitely fuck up. I watch them. Them white boys go to the club, come out the club, they'll punch a cop in the fucking mouth.
Oh, no, I got no.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it should be happening. Like, come on, man. Listen, man, it's 11:22. We're going to get up out of here, man. Hey, listen, join us every Monday night. We get it in, man. This is the ISUPK.com. Forgive us for this show. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next week with a cleaner, more righteous show. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big shout out to the heavy hitter.
They want you to have the same drink next week.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Listen, you don't want me spilling all this shit. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I be trying to respect the brotherhood, but I'm so goddamn mad with this bullshit out here. I'm ready to trip on this damn microphone. But anyway, big shout out to the heavy hitters. Big shout out to General Muhammad, General Marka Alaka, General Hazayan, my main man, Marah, holding us down every week. My main man, Yediah, doing it like he do. And all the brothers, man, that join us and help us up in here tonight. Man, we see y'all next time. Y'all stay focused, man. Love and trust in the Most High. Get counsel. Let's walk this walk. You understand? All captains, man, hold your zone. Take care of your people, man. I'll see y'all next time live, y'all, on the UPK. I love you, man. I love you more than you could ever know, man. I love you motherfuckers out there. Love y'all all. Shalom, y'all.
I'm Hey, I thought I was working out. Oh, shit. I thought I was really in the gym, y'all. God damn. Oh, shit. Hey, yo, I got this new joint, right? I'm paying college out to let me record this joint, man. I'm begging, yo. Hey, man, y'all feel me on this transition real quick. I can get this off my chest real quick. Go ahead, people. Turn it up. Turn it up. 54 minutes, man. Hey, feel this shit on the quick, man. Feel this shit on the quick, man. The Jesus of God is massive. And I ain't worried about my rap in the 70s. I bring a hump and blood like apple trees. Man, I'm losing control. I better sell loose gravity. I breathe blood in my teeth.